everyone. I'm down on Girard today in Albuquerque, New Mexico. There's Padilla's Mexican Kitchen on the left there. That's a pretty good Mexican restaurant. But I'm down in this area today for some personal business, so I thought I would just take you down in this area. And actually I'm heading toward Ernie Pyle Public Library. If you don't know who Ernie Pyle was, he was a very famous war correspondent. He lived in Albuquerque. Him and his wife Geraldine, or Jerry as he called her, lived in Albuquerque from 1940 to 1945 when, unfortunately, Mr. Pyle was killed while covering the war. But he built this small house with his wife, like I said, in 1940, and he did live in Albuquerque for those 5 years. So I'm going to take you down here and show you the house that him and his wife lived in, which is now a public library. It's actually on the National Registry. There are some very nice houses in this area. It's kind of been revitalized. Partly, we're close to the UNM, parts of the UNM University. The houses on the main street here, Girard, aren't quite as nice as the ones that are slightly back. Although this is a relatively high crime area, even though it has been somewhat revitalized. As you can see, that house there on the right is massive. And here on the left is Jefferson Middle School. But this is a quite older area of the city. I'm not sure when Jefferson was built, but a lot of the houses here on that would be the south side of Lomas. A lot of them were built in the 1940s or even older. Because UNM, I'll have to look that up. I believe UNM was built in the 1920s. And that is actually coming up here on the right. As you can see, even the street is called Campus Boulevard. On another day, I don't have time today to do it, but I will probably do a tour of UNM and share that with my viewers. Actually, as we go past Central here, even farther south, the crime rate is actually higher to the south of Central than the previous area that we drove through. I actually think that's kind of common for university areas. I could be wrong. If I am, please leave a comment below, but this is definitely a higher crime area. And these houses are not quite on this side. For some reason, most of them are not as well kept up as the ones on the north side of Lomas. It might be because there's more college students living over here. I believe we're getting, and yet there's that one that was like definitely updated, renovated, and then the apartments, I'm not sure what they call those, like a four see if I can get it out of here, fourplex there on the right. See how there's bars in the windows? Those are the types of places a lot of times that rent to the college students. I believe we're getting close. It's been a while since I've been over here to the Ernie Pyle Library. I think it's just on the other side of Cole here. And then I could be wrong. It's a little bit farther down than I was thinking, apparently. There's Garfield. And this was probably a very nice area when Mr. Pyle built his home with his wife. There we go. There's the white picket fence. I'm going to pull over here and give you a little bit of better view. Alright, here's a better view of the Ernie Pyle Historic Building and Library. It's very classic for the time period it was built. As I had said, it was built in 1940. Very nice, well-preserved home. Alright, I'm going to take a little side tour through the housing area here so you can get a better idea of what the houses look like around the 1940s in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Some very pretty houses, well kept up here. This is a park that my family used to come to quite a bit when I was very young. We would pack a lunch and come over here and sit in the park and have a picnic, and it looks a little different than from when I was a kid many, many years ago. That's very nice. Very nice. Tour here. Oh, I like those little lending libraries. These are some much nicer houses than the ones that were actually on Girard around Central. This is a gorgeous area. Very, very nice. Alright, I'm not supposed to do this, I'm sure, but I'm gonna turn around here and park at the park for a minute. Thought I would give you a little bit of a better look. Just park here and give you a nice little look of this park. It's not quite all greened out yet, but it will be within the next month. Like the trees are just starting to bud. I am not sure of the name of this park. I'm gonna swing right here and let you get a good look at some of these houses while I'm standing still, and you can kind of get a better look. Some very pretty homes. Very pretty. We're at La Vista and Wellesley. The house directly in front of the car here and just to the right are very good examples of houses built in the probably late 1930s through the 1940s, maybe even some 1950s. But they're very good examples of what the houses look like during that era. Okay, I drove the other way around the park so I could try and get the name of the park, and there it is. This is Hyder Park. Take another street. Where are we at? We're at Monterey and Richmond here, just to give you a little bit of a better view. I'm enjoying seeing more of my city now that I've retired. I'm enjoying driving through all these. I've been to most of the housing areas and at some point during my life here in Albuquerque, but I'm actually getting to take the time to just stop and look and see, and it's really nice. I highly recommend retirement. I really do. All right, there's a really nice house there on that corner across, and we're back to Girard. The south. I think I'm probably going to just end this episode right here. Say thank you for watching. I always appreciate your time. Have a wonderful day. Be kind and stay safe.